Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for dog training service. So let's suppose I am the owner of dog training service business and I am receiving many leads on my IndiaMART. Now I want that whenever I receive a new lead, it should be automatically added to my Salesforce account. Now doing this manually will be a very time consuming task, so I am completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between IndiaMART and Salesforce. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I will receive new lead in my IndiaMART, it will be automatically added to my Salesforce account. Now if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for dog training service. For this, we are going to create automation between IndiaMART and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect exists now, and it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce for dog training service, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and here I am going to select this IndiaMART automations and then click on create. Now here, as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Salesforce, which means whenever there will be new lead or the new inquiry, it will be automatically added to my Salesforce, which means whenever there will be a new lead or the new inquiry in my IndiaMART, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when I receive new lead or the new inquiry in my IndiaMART, and then action says do this, then add that to my Salesforce. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take IndiaMART, and then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new leads. Now I have to make connection between Pabbly Connect and IndiaMART, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my IndiaMART with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my IndiaMART account. So this is my IndiaMART account, and this is the seller's dashboard of IndiaMART. On the left hand side, where I can see all these options, here I am going to click on this lead manager, and then I have to click on this three dots, from where I have to click on this import export leads, and then click on this push API. Now under this push API integration, I have to select the source. In this drop down, I can find all the sources. Here I am going to select this as other. Now I have to provide the CRM platform name and then the webhook listener URL. So this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So first let's enter my CRM platform name, which is Pabbly Connect. And then I have to enter the webhook listener URL. So I'll go back to my Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. And then I have to click on the save details. Now I need to select the reason that why I want to connect my IndiaMART with Pabbly Connect, and in this drop down I can find all the reasons. Here I simply want to select this, as I can easily assign leads to my sales team and manage their performance You can select according to your choice and preference, and then you have to click on this click to generate OTP. Now after entering the OTP, I'm going to click on the submit. And here I have successfully added the webhook URL which I was provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow here in my IndiaMART. And now if I go back to Pabbly Connect, I can see this waiting for the webhook response. And under this, it is written now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission or send a test query to my own business. For that, I am going to open a profile that I have created in IndiaMART and I am going to send query to my own business. Now after the query has been submitted, Pabbly Connect should capture that in this workflow, and this will show us that the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and IndiaMART, that is successful. So here I am going to open my profile. So this is my profile, this is my name, this is my phone number, email address is latest@pablitudes.com, address is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, India, company name is latest company, and now I am going to search for my business, which is this one. Now after searching for my business, I simply have to click on this contact supplier, and then in this box I need to enter the query. So let's say the query is, hello, my dog has been showing signs of aggression towards other dogs. Can you help with behavioral training? Waiting for your reply, thanks. Now I'm going to click on this next, and as this is not a required field, I'm going to click on this submit. Here I have successfully submitted my query to my own business, and Pabbly Connect should capture this query response. So let's open my Pabbly Connect workflow. Now here I can see that I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. The status is success. I have received the unique query ID, and this query ID will be unique for every query that will be received. I have received the response subject and the state as Madhya Pradesh. This was the name. I have received the phone number and the email address as latest@pablitudes.com. Country is this. Company name is latest company. City is Bhopal. Address is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. And then I have received the product name Pabbly Connect free demo available. And then I have received this query. Now here I have received the test query because I have sent the query multiple times from that same profile. And as I am using a test IndiaMART account, I have received this test query. When you will be running a live account, you will capture the response or the query or the lead as it is. Now here, as soon as I've sent the query, I have received that response here in this workflow, and this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and IndiaMART, that is successful. And now whenever there will be a new query or the lead in my IndiaMART, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive new lead or the new inquiry in my IndiaMART, I want to add that to my Salesforce. So then in my action application, I am going to take Salesforce. And then in my action event, as I want to create lead, I am going to select this. And then I am going to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, click on save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection and then click on this connect with Salesforce. Here I have already logged in my Salesforce account, and that's why I just need to grant away some permissions, for which I need to click on this allow. And I can do this because my data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect, and it is always advisable to keep your applications logged in for the easy authorization. And here authorization successful. So Salesforce is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to enter the first name. And I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. Now, when I click on this first name, I can see this IndiaMART. And when I click on this, I can see all response that I've received from there. Here, as I can see that I have received the full name of the lead, and I want the first name and the last name separately. So we need to format this, and to do that, I'm going to add one more action step before this action step and search for a feature by Pabbly, which is text formatter. And then in my action event, I'm going to take this split text. Now I have to click on this connect. So first I need to select this text that I want to split. So the text that I want to split is the name of the lead. So I have selected that. And then reading this help desk, I need to enter the separator. So this is the separator. And then in the segment index, I'm going to select this as all and then click on the save and send test request. Now here I have received the response. My first name has been separated with my last name. And now I can enter these values in my action step. So here when I click on this first name, I can see this text formatter, and when I click on this, I can see that I have received the first name as this one, and then I have also received the response for the last name as this one. Now I need to enter the title. So in this title, I am going to enter the product name. So I have received the response for the product name in my IndiaMART, and the name of the product was Pabbly Connect free demo available. And then in the company name was latest company. So I have entered that. Now I need to enter the phone number. So following the same process, I will enter the phone number. And then I have to enter the email address. So my email address that I have received in the response is latest@pabblytudes.com. I have not received the response for the website URL, so I'm going to skip this. But if you have received the response, you can enter following the same process of mapping. Now in the description, I want to add the product query. So here I have received the query as this one. I'm interested in Pabbly Connect free demo available. And then in the lead source, I'm going to select this as web, status as open not contacted, rating as hot. Then I have received the address. So in this street field, I'm going to enter the address, which is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. And then the city name is Bhopal. And then I have received the country name. So the country name is this one. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I am simply going to click on the save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. Now I need to open my Salesforce account and check whether this lead has been created there or not. So this is my Salesforce account, and on the top I can see this option of leads. So I'm going to click on this, and under this recent items, I can see that I have created this lead. So let's open this. And here I can see that I have successfully created this lead and added all the details in my Salesforce. This was the name, company name was latest company, title that we added was Pabbly Connect free demo available, status was open not contacted, lead source was web, email address was latest@pabblytudes.com, rating was hot, address was Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, India, and then I have added the description as the query. So there we received the query response as I'm interested in Pabbly Connect free demo available, and I have received that. So now to summarize, we took IndiaMART as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a query and received that response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to add all the details to my Salesforce. So we took action application as Salesforce, made connection with Pabbly Connect, separated the first name with my last name with this feature of Pabbly text formatter, entered all these details with the help of a method called mapping, simply clicked on the save and send test request button and received the response as this lead being created and all these details being added to my Salesforce account automatically and instantly. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between IndiaMART and Salesforce with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.